Welcome back at 712 Western Michigan University, once again partnering with Renew Mobility to help make sure everyone can get around.
They're giving away free equipment or helping you repair the equipment you already have. Dr. Nancy Hawk with WMU is with us live this morning to tell us all about this fantastic event. Great to see you again, Nancy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. When I see this event, I'm always double checking and reading it twice to make sure I'm seeing it correctly. You all are giving away free equipment tomorrow.
Right, we are. So the Occupational Therapy Department is partnering with Renew Mobility, and Renew Mobility takes in used equipment and refurbishes it, cleans it, and then gives it out to people at no cost. And primarily mobility equipment is what we're focused on for this event.
Nice.
So wheelchairs, walkers, cushions, canes, and so all to help people improve mobility, which will improve access and independence with activities.
Just so we can get kind of a baseline, what is the need for people who might need assistance from some of this equipment? What's the need in Grand Rapids or maybe West Michigan in general?
Right. Well, I know the need. Well, this is our third year of doing this event, and the need the last 2 years we've had to repair a lot of equipment, whether it's brakes that don't lock on a walker or a wheelchair, or maybe a wheel that's not moving correctly. So a lot of repairs were done by the technicians from Renew Mobility at the event. And then it's just difficult because coverage for mobility equipment occurs every 5 years. So if someone has an event, like say someone had a slip and fall and got a walker, and then in 3 years later, maybe they have a stroke and they can't, they can no longer use a walker, they need a wheelchair. Well, they already got a piece of equipment covered within that 5-year period, so they can't get a new piece of equipment for 5 years from the last piece of equipment. So it's a big problem in how equipment is reimbursed, and Renew Mobility tries to work on solving those problems for patients in need.
Yeah, well, again, it just is a fantastic event because you all are giving away this equipment for free. I love how you sort of break down some of the barriers that can come with insurance. And if you find yourself needing some new equipment before you're reaching that mark where you're eligible again, this stuff is not cheap, I'm sure.
It is not cheap, right. And so this allows people, and the organization, Renew Mobility, they also offer support with electric wheelchairs and battery replacements, which is another big expense. We won't be doing that at our event at Western Michigan University, but we will be giving out wheelchairs, walkers, canes.
And letting people know about those resources.
Right, and then
Friday's
they
event.
can get within the system, and then they can get monitored and supported through the organization.
Now, just so I can clear up my own questions and confusion, do we have to at any point give that equipment back to Renew Mobility, or is it ours to keep forever?
It's that individual's ability to keep that.
Wow.
We encourage people to give back, or others to give. If you have a loved one that is no longer in need of any equipment, you could donate it to Renew Mobility, and then we can give it out in events just like this.
Or even as you mentioned, maybe before you were using a walker, now you're needing a wheelchair, maybe you'll donate that walker to someone who could better use it. So who can show up for tomorrow's event? Are there any limitations on who can access
No
these
limitations.
things?
Anyone can come in. We'll be outside in the parking lot at WMU. We'll have students involved because we have students who are receiving some federal grant support, students who are economically and educationally disadvantaged, and we received a large federal grant from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and those students are working at the event as a service learning project to give back to the community. So we'll have plenty of students around to help people get registered and help with the equipment, and then we'll have the team from Renew Mobility on site to repair equipment and to fit people with the devices.
You guys have been doing this the last couple of years. What do you hear from the people that come to this event? How does this help them?
They're amazed that they can get something for free. And it might even be simple as their cushion has a rip on their wheelchair and they need a new cushion. And those little things can make a big impact in someone's life.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit more about that, the impact that something like this can have. If you're not able to get around and get out, I mean, it's sad to think about the difference in quality of life that can mean for someone.
Lack of participation in everyday tasks. You know, we take for granted that we can just get up and walk to something that we want to
get
go
outside,
to,
even.
right? And to get outside and to move. And so yeah, quality of life, involvement in activities of daily living, in recreation, in socialization, all of those things are impacted.
Yeah, you guys are giving away equipment. You briefly touched on the repairs. If we need a repair, how does that work? How can we come up to you guys and get that done?
They do that right on site.
Okay.
So we have technicians there. I can't make any repairs. I can't make repairs, but we have people from Renewability that are there to fix things as able. And if it's not repairable, then they try to replace it with a different piece of equipment.
Okay.
Perfect. Love that you all continue to bring this event. We've just got a little bit of time left, Nancy. Anything else you want people to know about the importance of this, what it is you all are offering, and how people can take advantage?
I think it's important to know if you also want to support this event. I know Renewability is welcoming donations that are monetary to support equipment repairs and staffing, but also we'll be there in the parking lot 200 Ionia Southwest, in the parking lot just south of our building, and we're there from 9:30 to 12:30 on Friday.
Excellent.
Awesome. Nancy, thank you so much for your time. Good luck with the event tomorrow. We always appreciate you coming in and talking about this.
Thank you for having me.